Police have released pictures of 2 more campsites used by fugitive Tom Phillips while on the run with his children. They're both heavily concealed structures in dense bush around Marokopa. Police now say Phillips moved regularly from coast to farm to bush in a complex manner that meant he was unlikely to be stumbled across. Adam Hollingworth reports.
When police shot Tom Phillips dead 6 weeks ago, ending his 4 years on the lam, they made it clear their job was only half done. They wanted to know where he'd been and who had helped. To that end, they even cleared the decks and brought a new team called Operation Cranmere. Now, more pictures of more hideouts. These pictures are of camps near Marokopa, which the police describe as 2 large, established and heavily concealed structures, partially buried, semi-permanent, concealed by large amounts of vegetation. Former detective Lance Burdett says they're not places children could live permanently.
People who do this, that go disappearing into the bush or who run criminal enterprises, have places where they can rotate in and out of. And the idea is to keep moving, to not have one solid place where people can focus on. So by having these, and when you get a cluster of them, if somebody comes to this place, you can quickly dart into another place and then another place.
This photo, taken from above, gives you an idea of what the police were up against. They're really hard to spot.
Drones would go across there and they'd be using heat materials. They'll be using all sorts, and they can put different colours in to see where the bush has been tramped down. Is it fresh? So there's all sorts of things you can do with cameras, with infrared cameras, and there's lots of ways of doing that. But yeah, very, very difficult terrain, and I can see why it would be very difficult from the air to find them.
The 2 new camps are in unidentified bush locations north and east of Marokopa. Last month, police released pictures of 2 others near Te Anga. One where 2 of the children were eventually found, and another they'd been in the weeks before, leading police to conclude what's now clear is that Phillips moved regularly from coast to farm to bush in a complex manner that meant he was unlikely to be stumbled across.
I'm not sure about the complex manner. I'd say it'd be more random than anything else, but determined probably by the weather more than anything. Now, we know from some of the locals there that there are farmhouses scattered right throughout. There's bush huts. There's solid places where they can go.
The police say they've now cleared the sites, removing a significant number of items, all of which will now be forensically examined. It'll be what's described as a protracted and labour-intensive exercise that may point police to what they believe were a small number of people who helped.
You pick up an item and you look at it, see has it got a serial number, where did you get it from, go to shops that sell it in that local area, because it doesn't appear that Phillips has gone outside of that area. So where did this come from? Who gave it to them? Was it brought there? Who brought it there? So by breaking down each little piece, it tells a story, and it will probably tell a story of who's been helping.
Burdett agrees with detectives that just a small number of people would have helped Phillips. He also thinks those numbers would have dwindled over time. But police say they maintained their cautious approach because they knew Phillips had guns. Approaching Phillips in such circumstances would have been extremely dangerous. We knew he had firearms and was motivated to use them. Phillips died in that last gunfight, and 1 police officer was injured. Police say he's making a slow but steady recovery.